while Donald Trump has jokes about the plane crash, he also decided to take action. I mean, not really action. He signed a piece of paper, but it tells you everything you need to know about his presidency and about the time that we're entering into. Take a look at this.
Second for your signature, we have a presidential memorandum titled Immediate Assessment of Aviation Safety. In light of the damage done to aviation safety by the Biden administration's DEI and woke policies, to basically ensure that we are actively undoing all of that damage, that we are assessing how much damage was done, and that we're ensuring that people hired within the FAA, in keeping with your memorandum of January 21st, are only the most outstanding, capable people for the jobs that they're being hired into.
In other words, competence.
Yes, sir.
Okay, competence sounds great right about now. You know what competence doesn't look like though? Him having to be read what it's about. And like you could say they're doing that for the cameras. Nothing about his body language implied that he had any idea what was in that thing. The weird way he's like looking down because he knows that if he looks in the eye of the person that's speaking, he'll reveal that he doesn't know what's in it. The weird nodding along, the weird little thing that he added at the end. I mean, the substance of this is that it should be beneath our nation that in the immediate aftermath of a tragedy, a president signs an executive order to just be like, it was that guy. That guy did it. It was him. Also, something about black people. It was black people and also Biden. It's insane that that's now an executive order that needs to someday be reversed by AOC or something. But the fact that he also apparently has nothing to do with it, doesn't even know what's going on. Like they said that Joe Biden was a puppet and Obama or somebody was pulling the strings from like behind the scenes. But every day Donald Trump sits at a desk and has to be told what's in the executive orders that he's signing, and he acts like he's never heard of any of it before. Brett, either substance or style, what do you think?
I just think wouldn't it be funny if he signed it and then disappeared? He's like, so this is outlaws incompetence, and it makes incompetence disappear. Bing, bing, bing.
Thanos hit him.
Yeah. He just goes. Wouldn't that be awesome?
I mean,
it's a double-edged sword, and the fact that I think you just muted yourself. I think the fact that this no. Okay,
me,
sorry,
right?
I just couldn't hear you. But yeah, I think that would be amazing. And then he's just using, like someone told him the pen was mightier than the sword and reminded him that the pen allows him to just sign his name a bunch of times. So he's fetishizing these executive orders. It's insane. Like he's looking at it like, I heard the Hawk helicopter was black. The type of Hawk the helicopter was a Black Hawk helicopter. And it's no one can like, who believes this? What type of person believes that DEI is responsible for this much calamity? Someone who's desperate for an easy solution that they can blame it on and never really have to check to see if things get better because they never understand how bad it is. It's too much to ask someone to really like peel back the onion and understand the hiring practices of the FAA. But I'm gonna say that like the problem, if you ask literally any pilot, is that there's a lot of traffic happening over there. It seems like the military thing got in the way of the civilian thing. Yes. You're the commander in chief of the military. It's your fault. You giant scapegoating wuss bag. Take some responsibility.
And he's even now saying he posted on True Social, because that's how the president communicates with us, I guess. The Black Hawk helicopter was flying too high by a lot. It was far above the 200-foot limit. That's not really too complicated to understand, is it? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Needs more emojis to make it truly presidential, but he's close. I'll give him a B on that one. Hey, why are you tweeting that? Why don't you go talk to people at the FAA, talk to people at Army? Why don't you do that?
I talked to Army. I joined the Army.
Well, yes. And anyway, look, when we point out that they immediately turn to like DEI is responsible for everything. Many of you younger people may not know, but back under the Obama years, there was a joke, a meme of thanks Obama, where conservatives blamed Obama for everything that went wrong in their lives while he was president. This is worse in like 5 ways, because Biden's not even president anymore. And now they're just saying, thanks DEI. Like if there's an earthquake, thanks DEI. Oh, my bread got mold, thanks DEI. Yeah. And so just get ready for that for the next 4 years, because it works. They're doing it on Fox News because they know their audience likes it, which means they're gonna keep doing it. But when they do it, it's not just that there's something inherently wrong about blaming the mere existence of black people or disabled people or women or trans people having jobs as being responsible for all the ills in society. That's bad enough. But also, it is a distraction designed to get you to not find out what it is that they're hiding, which is that maybe there are other things that cause this. And so a lot of people are pointing out that Donald Trump did try to gut the government in the week leading up to this, including, by the way, our nation's air traffic controllers. They sent those buyout and quit things where they tried to get people to leave the job. We apparently were already understaffed, and yet he decided to go in and try to get rid of as many as possible. Also, the Federal Aviation Administration has no Senate confirmed leader after Michael Whitaker, the former head of it, was forced out under pressure from Elon Musk, who had demanded his resignation as far back as September for proposing fines on SpaceX over safety concerns. And so Elon Musk didn't like this guy for nothing to do with the FAA. But just for his own personal business reasons, they don't have a head, or they don't have a Senate confirmed head at the very least. Trump also fired the heads of the Transportation Security Administration and all of the members of the Aviation Security Advisory Committee the day after taking office. And clearly, he doesn't want you to know about that, let alone think about that. So I'm inclined to ask the question, what is it that they're hiding? But I don't have to, because we already know they're hiding their own potential culpability for this crash by saying, no, it's the fact that there are women or a person in a wheelchair or whatever. Forget the fact that we gutted literally everyone involved in air safety, okay? And I know for a lot of conservatives, just firing everybody in the government sounds like a great idea. You know when it doesn't sound like a great idea? When planes start falling out of the sky. Then all of a sudden, a functioning government seems like kind of a good goal to have, okay? Maybe someday we'll even get back to that. Maybe in about 4 years. When you click the join button and become a tier 2 member, you get access to all of our weekly top 10 lists. What are you waiting for?